Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2024. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Sorry about the earthquake there. Yes. So, how has everybody's 2024 been lately? I feel like I'm just like way too far away. Nobody's really seeing me at all. There we go. That's a bit better. Oh my god, I'm so pasty white. It's ridiculous. Can I hang on? Lighting is always an issue, you guys. Like, seriously. Ugh. I'm gonna move that a little bit further. There we go. It's a little bit better. Sitting in the dark. Anyway, well now I'm like not super pasty white. So, how was everybody's 2024 so far? Yes, Jeff. Thank you. What but how? Yes. I got the reminder that I'm doing this thing. So, yeah, my 2024 has been pretty good so far. On the first, I think it was even like before that, I started picking up workouts again. So this is why I'm in my workout attire. V-neck going on. I've never worn a V-neck in my life. So it's interesting. Good, glad the boys are back. Yes. I mean, it's the holiday season. Everybody gets busy with the holidays. Even I got busy with the holidays, so it was like I can put stuff out, but one of them did extremely poorly. It did extremely poorly. But like I think it was like for Mission Jingle Bells, it was a very difficult song to talk about because it's so short. And I think that's why I don't think, and like this is probably going to be disappointing, but I probably won't talk about the minis in the podcast because if I was to do them individually, those videos I feel wouldn't do as well as like the full length podcast about just like one song, you know. But yeah, I started working out again. I started meditating again. Like I basically have just kind of been through this whole week. I've been trying to be holding myself more accountable for things. So like whether it be appointments, whether it be taking vitamins, making sure that I'm, taking care of myself as best as I can, but also giving myself time to rest and recover from certain things. So no health scares yet this year. Thank God. Thank God. I'm a little bit nervous about going to the dentist next Saturday. So, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because I have a adult tooth that's loose, and I'm kind of worried because I don't want them to tell me that you're gonna lose it because then I'll have a huge gaping hole in the bottom of my mouth. So it's like I don't want that. I don't want it. I hate dentists too. Well, the first dentist that we had, he was a nickel and dime type of dude. He would just nickel and dime you to beat hell. And he would just make these ridiculous fees that it was like um every time you went to the dentist, it was just like you're going to be paying like 6 grand by the end of this, 8 with taxes. So it's like, dude, come on now. It's like it's a very simple procedure, and it doesn't. I don't know. Like, and I think a lot of dentists, some of them, the ones that I've known anyway, they do that just so then they can make money off of insurance, and it's like I don't have insurance, so it's like I'm in trouble that way. But say, Lovey, oh Mona's here. Hey Mona, hey, how's it going? Happy New Year, Mona. It probably feels like 2025 for Mona because she's on the other side of the world. Eileen's here too. Hello, Eileen. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad. Milady. That's how I feel like I want to say it. Milady. Oh, and what am I doing? I'm slacking here, you guys. First slurp of coffee of 2024. So yeah. I mean, what's a live chat without coffee, you know? But I got to be careful not to spill it on my white shirt cuz I'm already doing laundry, so I don't want to do more laundry. I'm probably going to butcher this, but is it God neat yar? Is that how you say it? I'm not good with my European dialects. Wow, so much coffee. Actually, this is like my second coffee already. First online slurp at least. Yes. First. About to be a second. Yeah. It like I honestly feel I'm probably going to get like philosophical here, but I honestly feel like this year like already I feel like it's already been my year. But even with work, oh, my aroma diffuser just kicked off. There had been 2024 coffee already. Yes, there had been 2024 coffee on the first. I probably should have just woke up at midnight and then just started drinking coffee, but I didn't. That's not how I do things. I'd be hyper on that. I can't drink coffee. I mean, I just drink coffee because I like coffee. I have for a while. But if you give me Folgers, get out of here with that crap. Coffee is life's nectar. Yes. So what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying that like 2024 has already kind of been my year. Um, I mean, as far as personal stuff has been going, because last year, I don't know. I just felt like I was in a different place entirely. And it was just one of those years that it was like I started off strong and then I slowly slumped into kind of this very negative kind of mindset. And like I just felt like I know that a lot of people throw the word lazy around, but that's basically how I felt. Like I just felt lazy. I felt so burned out and so pulled down by everything and like the stresses at work with all of the changes and then with all of the work related bullshit that happens because it happens. um just at the end of 2023 I'm like I'm done with this. It's like I'm ready to put this year away and just start new, start fresh. And it's like, and I already feel like that. It's like I wake up in the morning and I don't feel the drudgery as much as I do. Um, because I think I've found a better way to do it now, like the way that I should have done it probably last year. And that's like just starting doing small 5-minute meditations in the morning right before I go to work. And then after I go to work, I like this is gonna sound crazy, but like after work, I do a workout because like even last week I was having a day where the mental um just like the mental draining of dealing with a situation with somebody who has very very terrible dementia, and she had been sick for the past week. um and she's one of the ladies that we cannot keep in isolation. Like she will not stay in her room unless if she's tired or drugged, unfortunately. But yeah, like a couple days ago I was dealing with her and like cuz she was just very confused, very agitated, very upset. And I'm sitting there in a room with her and I probably could have spent like 4 hours in there just to try to calm her down cuz she was just fixated on getting out of the place, getting out of everywhere. But then it's like we're trying to contain her so then she doesn't get everybody else sick. So it's like then by the end of it, like once I got on my way home, I was just like, Because the mental drain was just so much. So much. And but then once I started working out, I felt so much better because I just felt the stress from here just whoosh, like somebody just hit like the just hit the I did just hit the toilet flusher and just flushed it all out of my system. So yeah, I've been doing those. Yeah, some of the workouts are extremely fun. Like that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for fun ones to do. Channeling Jeff. Yes. I'm trying. Can't say am I succeeding. Um, but yeah. Yeah, mental drain. Oof, it's awful. Oh, and then oh my god. There we have this newer lady that just moved in. And so she's got a pair of headphones that I guess according to what Eileen told me is that so let me show you. She's kind of got this kind of style. So she's got the headset that looks kind of like this, except they're a lot smaller. Like they're just like kind of like out of like the 1980s Walkmans that everybody had the very small over ears. So she's got a pair of these, and then it connects to just like a tiny little uh like iPod thing that has a mic on top of it. And she didn't like wearing it, so she stashed it away in a drawer. And once she um when she stashed it away in a drawer, oh, the feedback. Oh. I thought I had heard the worst of hearing aids for feedback. No, 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 no. I did not. And I'm like, oh, this is just terrible. Because every time I would walk by, um, her room, you could just hear like the different um frequencies of the feedback. And I'm like, oh my god, this is like nails on a chalkboard. How do people do this? How like but I'm like, I know she needs something to help her hear. But I don't really like the idea of just well, like I was talking with Eileen about this. Like I was like, I don't agree with the idea of having just a over the counter remedy for people who have hearing loss. But I also understand that um that it's a little bit more complicated just to go and buy like $1,000 worth of hearing aids because like they're extremely expensive. So yeah. And yeah, someone listened to an infomercial and got those things. They don't help with hearing loss. Yeah, like I really figured because like even another lady that we had, she passed away last year. But same thing, her family decided to get her the headset with the mic, and it's like this is just crazy. Like it's like we can't just pick this thing up, talk to her, and then have her understand what's going on because A, she's got dementia, and B, she's got hearing loss. So it's like that's the difficult thing is that one, they have dementia, and two, they have hearing loss. So it makes it extremely difficult for us to even for them to comprehend, and then also for us to even think that we're getting through because um yeah, it's just it's a mess. I'm kind of airing out my dirty laundry here, but it's like yeah, I don't know, but but well, when she first moved in, oh my god, her family just bickered. Like all they did was just bicker and argue and disagree, and I'm like, leave those problems at home. Don't bring them here. But I don't know. I think a lot of people have disagreements on putting people into a care home, and the guilt sets in, right? So it's like that's just how that works. Here in the States, you can actually get hearing aids over the counter, but they are more expensive than headphones. Yeah, that makes sense. Hello, SB. Happy New Year. And there's my first burp on camera for 2024. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been at for 2024. I've been kind of my workout schedule has been like um, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is a rest day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is a rest day. So, because it's hard to balance between 7 days a week, and then I also try to go do it with like just how uh like I'm gonna listen to myself, like what feels good. Like, is it like, do I want to do cardio? Do I want to do strength training? Do I want to maybe push myself a little bit, even though I don't feel like it, but I know that the endorphin release is going to be good? See, I got it right this time. Endorphins are happy chemicals, and melatonin is the one that makes you sleepy. So I got those two mixed up the other day. So yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works in Canada for hearing aids, but I'm like, whatever you got is not working. And like my boss, she said, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to live with that." And I'm like, I'm like, "Nope. You're doing so much better than me, Hunter." I know, Mona. I am so sorry about just about your mom and about everything. It's just like also like other people that I've talked to, like I kind of feel awful because it's like I'm having a good year, but so far it's like I've heard people that have said that their years have just like this year has already been a crapshoot. And it's like, I'm sorry. Like it's like I don't know. Like I was just talking to a lady the other day that her dad is in Nigeria and he's been sick for a couple days and he's not doing well. So, and she's been wanting to go home, but it's expensive. So it's like, I'm sorry. But but then also unfortunately this lady too, she's been asking everybody for money and it's been a varying amount and it's like, mm-mm, you don't do that. You really don't do that. So, I don't know. It's just it's a very very sad situation. So, I was thinking about the workout thing, but thank you. 2024 is much better than 2023. Oh, I hope so. I hope that there's like a little bit of glimmer of light in this year that, has already made it feel better than 2023. Yeah. I mean, work is still the draining part, but it's like as long as I have that to focus on, like it's the more Leone, you made it. Woohoo. Hello, Leone. I almost butchered your name. Fun. Yeah, that has just kind of been how it's been so far. I can't really say much, but I do have voice play and Jeff's choices from the polls and from your guys' suggestions um, in the can. So after I do this, I'm going to be recording about 40 minutes worth of audio, hopefully. Um, yeah, I've heard about that, Margaret. It's yeah, I love polls. Yeah, I mean that was kind of the thing because it was like last year I didn't do enough of them, and then I felt like if I had started on that train when I first did the podcast, but I think also at that time I didn't have a community page or that I just wasn't paying attention to it. So then I wasn't actually putting out polls when I should have because right now you guys have filled me with at least 3 months worth of choices that I can use. And that's how I do it. I do the three because then it's like, okay, well, then what do I got for the first two? So then if the first two cancel each other out, or, one of them does better than the other one, then I'm like, okay, there's first, second, third. So it's like, doing it in threes. It could have done it in four, but then that would have been too much. So we are here to please. Yes, thank you. Just like English speaking people do. Oh, good. Well, how is it that you pronounce your name? Is it like Leoni or Lee? Because I just look at it the way that it's spelled. That's how I think. But I'm not gonna even start to do the other two. Because I might just end up like Jeff and how he calls Amanda. Hovenden. Havinden. So can we go back to December for a minute here? And can I just swoon over the little Old Lang Syne tidbit that we got from the chat? Oh, so sweet. Just barbershop harmony. And it's like, it's just so, like, that's what I love about a cappella groups is that when they're on that same line of music, they just pick that up so instantly. And it's just so natural for them to do it. And it's just like, oh, I love that. I love it so much. And like Jeff's like, I don't think they heard any of that because music mode wasn't on. And I'm like, no, we heard it. We heard it, buddy. We heard it. So yes, and I've also been um yeah, I've been trying to kind of keep my room clean and um you know, just kind of cleaning up my life a little bit, like organizing things a little bit more. So yeah. Oh my god, I was not prepared. Yeah, me neither. Well, the funny thing was because I was listening in, but I was also at work. And our internet is shit at work. It is the shittiest. I did an internet test on it, and our upload speed is, take a guess at what our upload speed at work is. New year, new you. I try. Missed that. You were close, Eileen. It was at a 1. And our download speed was 0.3. So if I like, and I'm like, if I was to stream anything, I'm like, there's just absolutely no way. So like that's what happens when your workplace is run so cheaply. And I'm just like, oh my god. Like there are certain places in the area that you have to be at in order to get good reception. Like you have to either be in the laundry room where I'm at to get good reception, or you have to be at the boss's office just to get anything. So it's yeah, it's terrible. But but last week they were putting in fiber optic. We're getting fiber now, so we'll see how that goes. But it's weird because they did all the rooms at work, but they didn't do my boss's office. It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make any sense to me. So that's what I got going on. Oh god, that's too bright. Lighting issues. I hate it. And I also hate how this ear just kind of protrudes out the side of my face. So it's like I want to hide that. But anyway. Yeah. Yeah, so and we got our first mini out of voice play, which was Lose Control. And I find it so funny um because it's a J Nun um like what the hell am I trying to say? Like they had um yeah, like they had J on it, but everybody in the comments is just giving Ellie all the cred. And it's just like, oh my god. I'm laughing because I'm like, it's funny. Have you thought more about the table you were thinking about? No, that has been on the back burner for quite some time because so far, like I'm still recording and I'm still, doing everything from my floor. This is a difference because I just have it on my giant wardrobe that holds all my clothes and everything. And but I'm currently of like Lotus on this chair. So it yeah, yeah, like it's still in process and like I'm still trying to think like I haven't made a list of like purchases that I want to do yet this year, so I'm working on that too. What did you think about the new VP Mini? I love it. I absolutely love it. And like even like the ones through Patreon that I've listened to, it's like, oh my god, you guys are doing great stuff over there. And a lot of people voting for some of the choices that I was like, yeah, I can see that happening. I mean, obviously I can see most of the stuff that people suggest. I can see it becoming a thing at some point. But also, like who was it? I think it was Amanda. Amanda brought up like she posted some of her ones that she wanted to see happen. Like she wanted Zippity Doodah and oh, what was the other one? Uh When I See an Elephant Fly from Dumbo. And yes, it could be possible. It could be possible. But the subject matter, I do not want people to come after them because of the content, like because of the content, you know. So that's just the thing because both of those songs people have shot down because it's like, oh, we can't talk about this anymore because there's a lot of racial and ties to slavery in this song. So we have to just make it politically correct. And then, the next time if they ever do Song of the South, they're going to include a whole bunch of white people or a whole bunch of Hispanic or whatever because we have to be politically correct and erase history entirely. Like, it's like, I don't know. Can't wait to see the public reaction to the last minute they gave us. Yes. I love public reactions. And all the Jeff being in the deep. Yeah, his being. Yeah, the latest one that they released to Patreon before the new year. Oh my god. I never laughed so hard in so long. I was like, that's a good way to say goodbye to 2023. No spoilers, but I mean, if anybody's a Patreon, you know what I'm talking about. So, the biggie, yes, the biggie. I think that's the biggie. The biggie mini, the mini biggie. How big is it? That's what she said. Mm. And so, um, yeah, and then the patty cake chat happened before the end of December. Oh my god. Those guys are just I'm guessing everybody saw Mary LeMaya's calendar that she gave Lane and his reaction to it. Oh my god. I laughed right when I clicked on it because he just said, "What the hell?" I'm like, "Oh my god. It's only going to go down it's only going to go downhill from here." And sure enough, it did. And Lane's famous last quote of 2023, "Why am I an elf on a porta potty?" Because Mary LeMaya, for some reason, is obsessed with porta potties and taking pictures of Lane and cropping them down to where he's sitting on those porta potties in various positions and various styles. So it's like, I'm not on Patreon. Okay, well, Margaret, if you're on Instagram, you can be able to see it. You should follow Mary LeMaya. Oh my god, she's a hoot. I love Mary LeMaya. Mary Limia is what we used to call her. Well, Jeff and I used to call her that because we never knew how to pronounce her goddamn name. She used to get very angry about it, but now she's like, nope, you just tease me about it. Mary Limia. And it's like, no, guys. No. So how have you guys been? Let's switch gears here and not have me talk so much. I mean, I know that that's what you come here for, but you guys listen to the podcast, so you guys are listening to me talk all the time. There were so many chats that weekend, my head spun. Yeah, it was like voice play. Jeff, patty cake, Mary mayonnaise. Yes, she hates it when I say Mary. Mary Mayo. She's like, nope, Hunter, don't do it. And I'm like, I'm doing it because I want to be an asshole. I want to be a lane in the ass. Yeah, because like that's also why I did my chat today was because did I just get an email? No, I didn't. Okay. But yeah. Oh, you guys want to see my lock screen? I'm getting very distracted today. But look at how gorgeous this is. Hold on. Yeah. Oh well, that's gorgeous because it's me. I'm inceptioning right now. That's fun. Okay. Anyway, let's see. You see that? Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So there we go. Been good. Started working again after the holiday. Thinking about getting a new car, so life's good. My God, you cannot afford new cars these days. You cannot afford them. There was a lady that I was talking to, and she was just in an accident last year, and her car got totaled, and like uh just she's like, I don't want to pay for this because it's so expensive. And I'm like, yeah, it's very, very, very expensive to buy a new freaking car that like this year. Oh my god, because just everything's gone up, and oh, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I like my watch face. Yes, that picture of Jack from Jack's Lament. Well, Jeff Skellington. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Can I go back and just I'm trying to just to think about all of the voice play related stuff that happened last year. Yeah, some of it was so good. Jingle Bell Rock was hilarious. Just watching Lane get hit by a boombox just tickles me pink. Everybody is messaging me. Oh, okay. There's another patron that she just subscribed to the $10 tier on Patreon. Asher, yes. Be about $20,000. Yeah, that seems right. Except ours, Mona, is like 42,000. It's like ridiculous. Lane got laned out. Yes. Ellie's baby was lovely. Asher is beautiful. He's a month old. And every time they post something about Asher, I just like instantly cry. I'm just like, because he's adorable. It's been a long time coming for those two. Oh my god. So happy. I can't even imagine. Like, I'm even thinking about Jeff and Kathy going through the same thing, except Kathy was able to carry William. Like, she was able to actually um, give birth, whereas Ashley was unable to. And I cannot imagine just what that is like for either family. Because when you think about it, like, I mean, being able to carry a baby for 9 months is one thing, but then also being able to be like, I'm having my sister carry my baby for me because my body is not able to make the connection. Like, it's just, I think about that a lot, and I'm just like, my heart goes out to all of those infertile families because it's just got to be so difficult. Like, it just has to be that emotional roller coaster of like up and down, and to go through it for 4 years. Like for Ellie and Ashley, they went through it for 4 years, whereas Kathy and Jeff went through it for 9. So there's no real timeline on when it happens because everybody's physical makeup is so different. So cute, and I'm happy for them what they went through. Absolutely. It nearly makes me want to have a baby. I was talking about this the other day because one of our girls had a baby recently, and every time I think about childbirth, I instantly think of Carol Burnett and how she said that childbirth is basically like taking your bottom lip and lifting it up over your head. And then once I hear that, I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Or just give me the epidural already. Just, bleh. Or like people say that you're squeezing something the size of a watermelon out of a hole the size of a cherry. And then, there are people that have 9-pound, 10-pound babies, and I'm just like, pain. It's just, ugh. No. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where to feel about kids. I don't feel. Mona, you changed your tune very quickly. Yeah, because there was another girl that I know, one of my recent coworkers. Her kid is about like 4 years old now, but I worked with her when she was on her like 9 months, and she was only about 6 months, and it looked like she was having twins. That was just how big her baby was. She gave birth to a 9-pound baby that day. My baby brother was 13 pounds. Oh my god. Oof. Oof. Okay, so was your baby brother tall? Because if he was a short baby, I can't see him being 13 pounds when he's a short baby. But then again, what do I know? Perhaps it might be a problem in the future. Can you imagine that? Wait, what? Oh, I went down instead of up. It's funny. Get that heart out of the way. I can't read what's going on here. Perhaps it might be a problem in the future. Can you imagine that? I don't know. It was about average length. Huh. Interesting. Because I just think that, like, the bigger the baby, they're going to be tall. Like, you know. Have enough nieces and nephews and godchildren. I can just borrow them. It's true. I could just borrow everybody else's kid. It's basically what it is. Like, I love kids. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, of course I might change my tune if it comes to like motherhood, fatherhood, whatever I might choose, because who depends which road is going to lead me down. But I just keep on thinking. Then you can just send them home when they get cranky. Yes. I babysat a couple kids in my life, and I'm like, thank God your parents are on their way home, because I cannot deal with you. Makes sense why you're making your parents' lives a living hell. Is that Jeff enough for you? Just, God. He's changed my tune about how to feel about kids. Oh, God, you do not give kids sugar. Do not do it. I had 2 kids. My daughter, 8.5 pounds. Ouch. 7 pounds. C-section, and both tall. And now my son is 6'2", and my girl is 5'11". Oh my God. Yikes. Yeah, 8 pounds is. I don't know how that happens. I don't know. Like I just think that because if your kid is going to be tall, I guess depending on the growth spurt, because sometimes some people are born like 4 pounds and then they shoot up to like 6 feet. So it's like, I don't know. Pardon me. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Just kids in general are crazy. Oh, I'm still burping. It's because I keep on breathing in air. That's the genes, I think. Williams Jeff's son will be tall. Yes. Yeah. I mean, he's already tall. So he's gonna get taller as he grows up. He's growing like a weed already. Like, oh my God, he's 6 years old and he's already whoop. So, but it just makes me really think, like, when it gets to that point of like when he realizes, like, well, we were talking about this. We had discussed this already, but it's like there's gonna be a point in William's life where he's gonna look He's gonna come to that full understanding what his dad does, and it's either gonna go one of two ways. Either he's gonna be completely accepting of it because he's been so exposed to it for so long, or he's probably just gonna be like, "Ugh, Dad, you're so annoying." He's gonna take after his dad in that regard. Poor Kathy, surrounded by two tall guys. That's okay, because if she wants to get hugs, they have to work for it. Because she's tiny, so then they have to bend at the knees in order to hug her. 48 centimeters at birth, and now I'm 5'9". My God, I was 4 pounds when I was born, and I'm 5'3.5". Could have made it to 5'4", but nope. My mom was 5'4", so yeah. Well, does it feel like I've talked here enough? I don't know, because I'm going on 40 minutes here, almost 41 minutes. So 5'7". Got tall ladies in the house here. I was the weight of a box of sugar. Bag of sugar. Sorry. I can't see over this little, like the emoji thing that they got going on here. I can't see. And that half an inch makes all the difference. Very good. Very, very, very good. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I was 4 pounds and like 6 ounces. It was very tiny. My dad said that my forearm was the size of his thumb. And he's got big thumbs. So it was like maybe, let me see. I think my forearm was maybe about like my two thumbs put together, maybe with an extra finger. So had very tiny little baby forearms. I still do. I still have four small forearms. 5'5", 5'3". Mona's 5'7". I keep forgetting that I have sisters in the house. Hello, May. I didn't even say hello to you. I'm such a jerk. But yes, that is basically how the world works and how the world goes. I was late. That's okay. That is fine. I always try to put out the link out on YouTube. Dude, don't make me shorter than I am. Yeah. But Mona, you're still taller than me. You're 5'7". So, and I always find it's funny because it's like anybody who says to me that um, it's like, oh, I'm only 21. And I'm like, yeah, I was 21 once. And now I'm almost 30. This year, I'll be turning 30. So it's like, God. But anyway, an average baby weighs 7 pounds. Yeah, like somewhere around there. I always think like 6, 7 pounds is like the average. So, but yeah, so was I. I was 36 months. Oh, God. Yeah, can't wait for that. It's like even when I realize that it's like I'm past 25, I'm like, oh my God. Like seriously, large roasting chicken. I like chicken. I like liver. Meow mix music. Meow mix meow mix. Please deliver. I love that jingle, to be perfectly honest. It's funny. 66 in a couple weeks. Oh wow. I did not know that was how old you are, Margaret. So small and thin when I went to school first, they thought I was too thin and small. Oh, you're just so old, Hunter. Sheesh. Hey, somebody's gotta, complain about age when Jeff's not here. Yep, I'm just so old. Well, I mean, my joints are feeling it. Can I say that as an excuse? It's like every morning I wake up and then all of my joints are just like crack, crack. And it's like, oh. But then again, I get it honestly because housekeeping, oh, it ruins all your joints. Even if you're bending correctly, your joints are just screwed because you're up, down, up. What was the guy saying on all on the live? Hold your walk out with your head held high and your chest pumped and your self-doubt behind with sunshine right in your butt. Jeff, always talking about the ass or poop. Some things never change, and I'm waiting for him to talk about it in 2024. We don't complain about age. Yeah. So yeah, that's what you guys, should do for the rest of this year is just walk out with your head held high and your chest pumped and your self-doubt behind. So, yes. And I personally, at the end of that chat, I was picking up on Caesar and Jeff's harmonies together, and my heart be still. Oh my god. They have to duet together. Like, I don't care. I love Lane. I love Ellie. I love anybody else that they, work with. But Caesar and Jeff, chef's kiss. Just to see them together is just perfect. They complement each other so well. So well. Guys always have the fascination with the rear ends. What will Jeff say when he has achieved that age? Well, he's already saying he's old as dirt. So he's probably just going to say he's old and ancient dirt. Even though I know Eileen has told him that he's young enough to be her son. So, yeah. And he's old enough to be my dad. God bless America. Well, it is so funny because it's like, what did Dave even said? That he's like, Captain America is not America's ass. Jeff Castellucci is. End quote. And I'm like, yep, you're right on that one. Just gonna take some of my red water here. It's the blood out of a cat's face. Simon, that's true. Yes. Jeff has a great ass. If you don't believe me, just watch Way Down. Because it'll just be full front and center. And the behind the scenes in that one. Oh, God. Would it be weird if I told you I want it tighter? You should be drinking fresh blood, Hunter. I know, but it's blood from a cat's face. It'll be fine. Oh, yeah. They're so cute. Jeff and Caesar are so cute. And Lane and Caesar together. Oh, so cute. Yes, he definitely has. I forgot about Way Down. Yes. It's very it's just one of those videos that goes unnoticed, but then when you click on it, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this, and it's just ridiculous. Well, even watching Kathy's video of like all of the behind the scenes cuts, I'm just like, it's just so funny. Any part of Jeff is good. Larynx. Ask Mona about the larynx, and she'll tell you. He's got a nice larynx. He's got a great throat, which makes sense because he uses it all the time. Yeah, we've done a very terrible anatomy study on Jeff, so I do like the green larynx. Yes. And what I mean by green larynx is from Little Mermaid medley. Ah, remind me in 2 hours. Go away. It's a thing telling me that I had to restart my system in order for things to work correctly. Everything has to bother me. I love his neck, but for me, it's those eyes. Oh, yes. He's got very nice eyes. Margaret, if you follow me on Instagram, I could spam you like crazy with eyelash photos. If you want them. I am a Discord deity when it comes to eyelashes, larynxes, everything. They're devastating. They're devastating in the best way possible. Especially when he looks up through the eyebrows. Oh, God. God. Just, if looks could kill, that is one. One of the pictures from 16 Tons. Lordy, lordy, lordy. What on earth does that mean? Hunter, no. No worries, Eileen. I've been slacking on captures too. I've been slacking. I'm only at 100 and something for God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, and I'm not done yet. I'm not even 2 minutes in and going frame by frame by frame by frame by frame. It's like, it's Jack's Lament all over again. I know. The shoulders, the larynx, the butt. But what? Yes. And his backside is nice too. He is one fun guy. Yes, Kathy is very lucky. And Kathy is very attractive too. She's equally attractive. Especially when she was the cheerleader in Beetlejuice. Whew. If Jeff wasn't married, and if I didn't have so much attraction towards Jeff as I do, I would definitely go for Kathy. Like fine wine, the both of them. Yes. And I think William's going to be a very attractive young guy too when he gets into his teens. She was lovely as the bride too. Yes. Yes. She even looked good creepy dead in Monster Mash. She looked great. Terrifying, but she looked great. Oh my god, I've been talking for 52 minutes here. Oh my god. Okay, so I have stuff to do. I have audio to record, so I'm gonna go do that. I got my laundry to switch over. I got bed sheets to wash. I got stuff to do, guys. Like, I have a full day ahead of me. So time is getting away from me here. 2 dead originally. Yes, creepy dead. 2 dead. Love the Frankenstein clips. Yes. Jeff is Frankenstein. It's just so funny. So yes, I am going to love you and leave you for today. So thanks for joining me here, guys. Happy New Year. And again, before we leave, I'm going to tell you, walk out of here with your head held high and your chest pumped and your self-doubt behind. And, maybe get some sunshine for your butt, if it's possible. Okay, guys. Thanks so much, and I will see you next month, and watch for the channel for stuff coming out. So it'll be coming. When is the next Chaturday? It'll probably be in February. I do these once a month. So yes. There you go. Snow apocalypse here today. Yeah, we've been getting snow here too. So, okie dokie. See ya soon. Bye, guys.